Hi, this is Vivian Watts, and thank you for stopping by. Would you like to make these Nutcracker boxes that are both functional and decorative, and they can be separated into a top box and a bottom box? Are you ready? Let's go. We will start cutting our pieces following the instructions. I'm going to be using two different colors. The lighter color will be for the top box, and the darker color will be for the bottom one. And then referring back to the instruction, we need to cut more pieces to decorate our top box and the bottom box. I'm using two different colors. Today I will be making an elf, and this elf will be wearing a shirt with red stripes and also green pants. So I'm choosing these two colors to cut my 8 pieces, 4 of each. The next pieces we will be cutting will be the elements that will make the face and the arms of our elf. And here's a picture to give you some ideas. The first one I want to cut will be elements to make the hat. And these are the colors I am choosing. The next pieces will make the hair of the elf. And we also have the cutting dies to do so. Moving on, we will be cutting the eyes with these 2 circles. And now we need a nose, and we need the cheeks. All right, now we're going to cut the colors of our elf. For this piece, you need to cut 2 pieces. And then this one is just one cutting die that will cut both pieces. Starting to take shape, right? All right, now the next piece we will be cutting will be for the arms. So you need to cut 2 pieces, 1 of each. You have the arm, the cuff, and the hand. Now these pieces are for the bottom of the elf's top, so it almost looks like a skirt. And then the 2 half circles will be the shoes. The next piece will be for the belt. We're going to cut the 2 stripes to wrap around our box. And they are cutting dies for the bottoms and buckle as well. So far so good, right? All right, now we're going to refer back to our instructions to see what's next. Looks like we need to be cutting the lids. I am choosing 2 different colors because my elf will be wearing a top with red stripes and green pants. So I'm cutting both pieces in different colors. All right, now we can start assembling our boxes. I'm going to start with the top box. Following the instruction, I will be adhering these 2 pieces together like so. I have to say the instructions are pretty clear and very easy to follow. And these score lines are already there. Now, when you die cut the pieces, you also have the score lines already included. So all I need to do is to reinforce the line, fold them, and reinforce the score line with my bone folder. Because we're making boxes, you want to make sure your lines are straight and crisp, and that way everything will fit together eventually. All right, so these, again, the lighter color will be for the face and the top of my elf, and the bottom one will be for the legs. Okay, once I reinforce the score line, I can start putting glue and attaching the two pieces together. Well, I did speed up the video a little bit. I don't normally work this fast, and I did edit the video as well. So otherwise, my video will be double the time, will be over an hour long, because I did make mistakes that I have to fix. So thank goodness for video editing. All right, one done, and we'll work on the other one. It's a little easier to see when you have glue over a dark piece of paper. And I tend to over glue a little bit, but luckily this glue will dry clear, so I'm not too worried about it. But you do want to make sure that you line everything up, because again, we're making boxes, everything need to fit together. All right, now we have our two pieces. Let's refer back to our instructions and to see what's next. Okay, now let's decorate our top and the bottom box. Now I'm going to do something a little bit different than the instructions, because the light color box includes the face of my elf and the top that the elf is wearing. So I'm going to just adhere those pieces like so. Exactly the same way as instructed. However, for my bottom piece, I'm going to switch my my pant color, the green color, to adhere to the top, because my elf will be wearing green pants and black boots. And here I am showing a finished project so you can refer to the color, where the color goes. All right, now all we need to do is to adhere these pieces to our the structure of our box. If you're using pattern paper like I am, you want to make sure your the directions goes the same way. So again, this part we are following the instructions exactly. We're not changing anything. All right, easy enough. Okay, now let's work on the bottom box. Again, because I'm making my bottom to be green pants and black boots, so I'm switching I'm not following exactly what the direction asked me to, because I'm changing up the color. Okay, both pieces done. Now let's take a look. I'm using this Santa Claus box as a comparison so you can see the finished project, where everything should go. Okay, now let's go ahead and take a look at our instructions again. We need to start decorating our pieces. If you plan to put sentiments on your box, now is the time to do so. And the sentiments are included in the kit as well. All right, now we're ready to put the elements that make the face of our elf together. One thing that you want to make sure is that you leave some room on the top, because this box has a lid, and the lid will cover the top portion of the box. I'm doing a quick and temporary assembly of the lid to show you what I mean by leaving room on top of the box. And so you can see from the finished project how much room to leave before we assemble the other elements. So using this as a guide, we know where to put the hairline of our elf. Double checking. Looks good. Okay, now we can start gluing these pieces down. Again, using this as a guide, now I know where to put the hairline of my elf. Okay, now we're ready for the face. We pre-cut these pieces, so we have the two circles for the eyes, we have the nose, and we have the cheeks. And we have two pieces of the same that will make the color of the shirt. Okay, I'm going to add some color to the cheeks and the nose. So I'm just using an alcohol marker and try to blend two different colors together to give it some depth. If you choose to go ahead and cut with just color paper to skip this part, you can do that as well. I myself kind of like the blending effect. It's a personal preference. Ooh, I like it so far. Now the nose. I'm using the same two colors, adding some depth, and then blend the two colors together. And the next steps will be just to adhere these pieces onto our box. That's a very cute face. Now I'm going to draw my own mouth. I think there is a stamp included. But I decided to make my own. And it's very easy to do. And maybe adding eyebrows as well. So first I use pencil to mark them, and then I use a black gel pen to make the lines more obvious. So I'm just going to go over a few more times so the lines are bolder and darker. I think this is a very friendly elf. Looking very happy. Now adding sparkles in the eyes using a white gel pen. Okay, now we're going to add more elements to make the color. And we cut 2 pieces of this. Now we just need to adhere to the top of the portion for the shirt. I think I tend to overglue a little bit. All right, one piece glued, and now we move on to the next one. Again, over gluing. I guess that's my thing. And we also pre-cut these 2 pieces. So now it's time to attach them, like so. All right, now we are ready to put the bottom and the belt on our elf. So I'm going to put the top bottom on first. And before I put the rest of the bottoms, I'm going to put the belt on. This way that will anchor my piece so I know where to put the bottoms on later. So we pre-cut 2 pieces for the belt. We're just adhering these 2 pieces to our box. We also have the buckle for a belt that goes right in the center. Now I'm ready to put the buttons on. Looking very cute so far. So now we're going to refer back to our instructions. We are going to work on the bottom box. That would be the pant and the boots. So using our other sample, it will give you some idea of how it's going to turn out. So the 2 half circles will make the shoes for our elf. All you need to do is to adhere them to our box. There are other stamps in the kit. If you want to further embellish your piece, your project, you can certainly do so. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible so it's easier to follow. Okay, I'm using a pencil to mark and define the legs. So for the top portion, I'm using the black gel pen. And because the boot is dark, I'm using white gel pen so you can see the definition. Now it looks clear. Pants and boots and shoes. All right, going back to our top box, we need to assemble the arms now. Referring back to our instructions, and we see where to adhere our arms. So let's assemble them first. We already have these pieces pre-cut. Now it's just a matter of attaching them together. Again, you can do as many embellishments or as little embellishment as you prefer. I'm trying to make it simple for the tutorial. I think adding some crystals will be really cute. So we have a sample to look at. This is where the arms should go. So I'm only putting glue on the top portion because I'm leaving the bottom free, since the arms are longer than the box itself. You need to leave room so it can be, when you put the box on the surface, the arms can be spread out. All right, simple enough. Let's take a look. What do we need to do next? I think we need to start working on assembling the box. So following the instructions, we're going to put glue on the tab so we can form the shape of the box. That is very logical and very easy to do. Fold the glue tab in and then attach glue and put them together like so. I like to double check the lines and making sure that they are all lined up straight. and putting some weight to allow some time for glue to dry. And exactly the same way, I'm working on the bottom box. To form the shape of our box. Again, putting some weight and kind of switching them around to allow time for glue to dry. All right, now let's look at our box so far. It's a nice shape, and when they're finished, you can put them together like so. So you have the top body and the legs of our elf. Okay, now we're going to enclose the bottom of the box. So following the instruction, we have 2 glue tabs. And that's exactly where we're going to apply glue. The instructions are very clear and very easy to follow. So we're going to adhere 1 flap first. And then applying more glue to attach the second flap. I'm going to turn it over and put some weight in the box to allow time for glue to dry. I have a magnetic glass board, and so I'm putting magnet on top, and that works really easy for me. So the bottom box follow exactly the same process. It's a bit easier to see because you can see clearly where the glue goes on the dark paper. Exactly the same way we apply the first flap, and then we apply more glue and attach the second flap. All right, I'm putting some weight in that and give it time to dry. All right, now it's time to work on the lid. My elf will be wearing a green cap, and my lid is the same color as the top the elf is wearing. When you die cut the pieces, the score lines are already in. So I'm just folding them in to reinforce the line, because you're gonna need a very crisp and straight line to form your box, your lid. The way to construct the lid really makes sense because everything goes together really well. But I also always like to double check with my instructions just to make sure. So the instructions tell us to apply glue on the glue tab And that's on these two bigger pieces I'll glue tab first. So that's what I'm doing. And then I'll be attaching the side. Then there will be two remaining smaller glue tabs that we need to work on. Applying glue and attach the other two sides. Okay, now I'm checking to make sure the lid fits. Looks good. Now we need to decorate the lid, so our elf will be wearing this cute little hat. It's just a matter of attaching everything together. If you like to further embellish your cap with stamps, you want to do that before you attach that. Well, guess what? I think our top box is done. Looking super cute. I mean, you can stop right here if you just want to make the top box. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to continue with the bottom, the legs. My elf will be wearing the green pants, so my lid will be in the color of green. Following exactly the same procedures, I'm applying glue to make the lid. The color cardstock I'm using is an 80-pound color stock, cardstock. So I think you can go maybe with a heavier paper, but I wouldn't go with thinner ones. Because eventually you do want to put something in your box, so you want to give it a good structure. All right, checking to see if our lid will fit our box, and it looks like it does. Now we just need to add the elements. Basically, it looks like a skirt, but it's really the bottom of the top that our elf is wearing. I cut two pieces for the front and the back. And you really just need to put glue for the top portion of this element because of this piece. because it actually extends over the lid. Now let's take a look. I think we're pretty much done with our project. Okay, so now this is the bottom box. And this is our top. There we go. And if you do glue them together, it will look like a really long, really tall elf. You can just leave them like so, or I use Velcro. So I'm showing you an example of a Santa Claus box I made, basically using Velcro to put them together. Now I hope you have fun watching this video, and please give it a try. I think you will like it a lot. And please subscribe. Thank you.